All right, listen up. Here's one of these things that's taught in Christianity that is just contrary to scripture, and it's pretty commonly taught in a lot of areas. And I want to get this correct for you. Uh, Jesus, when he was dying on the cross, his last words were, my God, why hast thou forsaken me?" And many theologians and Bible teachers go into great detail about how God forsook Jesus on the cross so that he could suffer for all of the sins of all eternity in order to pay for what we had done. And it's unfortunate that they say that despite of the fact that the scripture disagrees with that and says that it never happened. So what Jesus is doing in this passage is he's quoting from Psalm 22. My God, why hast thou forsaken me?" is the first line of Psalm 22. And it was common in Jewish tradition for someone to quote the first passage of the scripture. We didn't have chapters and verse numbers at that time. And that's how they would reference. And that's a messianic psalm, and it describes the suffering that Jesus would go through, or that the Messiah would go through. And therefore, Jesus is applying it to himself. However, in verse 24, it actually says that God never despised or abhorred the affliction of the afflicted, nor did he turn his face from him. But whenever he cried to him, he heard him. So the scripture itself says it never happened. Therefore, we should probably all quit teaching that it happened.